Okay, so really quickly going to run through the printer in tandem with the Runway. So the Runway is already set up and I have already pulled up the printing. Sorry, my children are up, so it's going to get a little ghetto. You see a child there. Anyway, here's the home screen of TouchPix. So if you swipe in the top right hand corner, just in case you wonder where the menus are, swipe in the top right hand corner and then scroll down to printing. This is the menu that will come up. Now, I'll walk through the settings in just a bit, but I'm going to go through the setup because it's a tad bit different given that we are going to be communicating from TouchPix to the printer wirelessly, okay? So you'll notice this white adapter. This is what comes in the pack with the PrintPix box, okay? So the three components of our wireless transmitter or receiver rather is going to be our power right here, the white cable, the USB, which is going to be the antenna that communicates to TouchPix, and the box that is plugged into, okay? And so the power is going to be plugged in via this micro USB right here. So I'm going to plug that in real quick. Okay, and then on this side of the box, you'll see 4 USB ports. I usually just plug this one right into the middle. All right. Am I doing that right? I am. There we go. Okay, so whenever you plug this box in, you should see a little LED light in there. It's a red and a green light, so we're good to go. You'll also see on the flip side of this USB, this little antenna, a little blue light, okay? And this also does fold up like so, all right? And so you can just leave this like this. The only thing that you would need to communicate or need to plug in now is the USB that runs from the printer into this, okay? And so in the back, just like normal, you'll have an IEC that plugs in so you can power it, right? But instead of running that power cable all the way into the wall socket, I'm going to start putting these three-prong or three-way extension cables in here. So you got 3 outlets essentially in one. And you'll see that the printer is plugged into one, and then the adapter that goes to our wireless dongle is plugged into the other side, okay? And then, so your power is all situated and ready to go. From there, you're gonna plug your USB cable into the back, like normal. Again, apologies, children. But instead of plugging this in into the computer or into a hub, you're going to plug it into our wireless dongle here. And that is why I plug this antenna in the middle so that I have space to plug this USB cable in next to it. And so now what we have is this printer communicating to our wireless dongle, or rather yet the dongle communicating to the printer to tell it when to print, okay? So now I'm going to turn it on. I do have ribbon and paper in it and all that for time's sake. I didn't want to waste time loading the printer again. I'm going to turn this around here. So light indicators show we're good to go. As always, make sure there are no shards, and there are. Always dump those out. Okay. Anyway, going over to our printing settings, right? We use PrintPix. So I'm going to go back out, show again how we get to that. I'm going to swipe top right hand corner and go to printing. And then under print box, you're going to see manual IP. Now, this IP address will not work if this iPad is not connected to the Wi-Fi network that is specific to the TouchPix or the PrintPix. And you'll notice there's a Wi-Fi name, TP Print Server, on the bottom of the box. Girls, behave, please. Share. Thank you. Alondra, what'd I say? Swipe down from the top right-hand corner, and you'll see the Wi-Fi button. Press and hold it. And then we can press and hold again to select the network. And whenever you see TP Server, there we go, TP Print Server, excuse me. That's what we want to select, okay? Now, once we have that selected, we'll be able to manage this PrintPix box. And so you'll see this is red, it should be green. So we'll go to PrintPix Management. And what we're doing here is connecting a Wi-Fi connection, because TP print server is just going to be a server to the printer, but it doesn't give you Wi-Fi, which would enable you to share with a QR code, or it'll make airdropping a little bit easier as well. And it helps the videos upload into the web server. And so what you would be doing from here is finding a connection. This ATTF whatever is the connection here at my home. But let's say if you're at a venue, you look for the venue's Wi-Fi connection. You ask, the attendant or the coordinator there what the Wi-Fi is. You'll find it, click on it, and you use the password, and that would bridge their wireless network to our printer network, okay? And so this shows that we are already good to go. It shows the DSRX1, which is the brand of printer that we use here. And so it shows that we have the printer ready. We have the network here, and we are connected to Wi-Fi, okay? And so we're gonna go back to touch pics, and you'll notice that's green now. If it's not green, you can usually click into here and select manual IP again, and it'll take you back to that same page. Okay, and of course, there we go. I was gonna say, wait, what? Okay, so now we're gonna start a session. And you'll notice I'm really dark on the screen, right? Just a quick trick. This button, the AF on button, if you select that to view fine, and then hold the AF on button, it'll kind of start to look for you. And you'll notice now the screen shows the people. Now it won't stay like that, but this is just gonna give assist and make it focus on you. Now you can see yourself or the client in his photo for a session. You can now see. Took the actuation. It's going to take a little bit of time to process. Okay, took the photo, and it should now start printing. I didn't like the way that sounded. It jammed, but ideally, that's why you don't load everything before actually turning it on. But this is where ideally your print would print, and you'd be good to go. Okay, shame on me for not loading this correctly. Okay, now we got the beep beep. Yeah, we're gonna put our ribbon in. Oh, look at me. By the way, guess this is a good time to tell you what to do in the event that your ribbon is overextended like this. Not a big deal at all. You just want to straighten it like so. And I'm doing this with one hand, obviously, but you want to straighten it like so. And then you can install it like normal. And then you can just use this top roll to just roll it up. This top roll is all used film. I would just say roll it up. It's super straight, just to avoid any issues down the line. But yeah, this is all unused film, but whatever. This is kind of our test roll anyway. Same thing for if this ribbon were ever to rip. You can just literally roll the ripped end back into this top roll, and it'll be just fine. Just roll it up good and tight, maybe 3 or 4 times. And oh, did the bottom row end? No, okay. Okay. Gonna let that out a little bit to straighten up. Okay, there we go. That's what we want to happen. So now it's printing our print. That didn't come out because of the jam. Saved it in the queue. Now, a little dark. Of course, we could You can adjust lighting and everything on the flash, but that's how you effectively add the printer to the Runway.